Looks like he's having a nice time while he rehabs. Ryan, you look at these pictures. What do you think? Will KD actually be a better player when he does return to the court?
I believe Kevin Durant will be a better player. And the strong reasoning that I'm going to say that Kevin Durant's going to be a better player, you got to realize this guy's a unicorn. He's all of 7 feet tall. He can shoot the basketball, not just shoot. One of the greatest shooters, if not scorers, that we have ever seen from a talent perspective. And he's a dog. The reason I love it, Kevin Durant is a guy who's going to go out and get it. He's going to make play after play after play. And if you watch Kevin Durant play, maybe we take out the ball handling, ability to run pick and roll just as well, but the patience is going to be there. And KD at all of 7 feet, and trust me, I know he's listed at 6'9". When I talk to KD, me and him look eye to eye. This man hits more of the toughest, more contested shots. And if you talk to opponents, that's how he demoralizes guys. And understand this. When you sit out and you go through something just as devastating as an Achilles missing time, you grow as a man. You grow as an individual. He's going to have the opportunity to sit out and watch the NBA, watch guys play. And what's dangerous is a guy with the talent of Kevin Durant, even after an Achilles, have an opportunity to have a chip on his shoulder and something driving him again to be great.
It's very unlikely he'll ever be nearly as good as he once was, let alone better. But I will say this. I strongly advised against Kevin Durant playing on the so-called bad calf, right? Which, lo and behold, I thought it was an Achilles, and lo and behold, now it's an Achilles. And the Achilles bone is connected to the calf. It's not like he hurt his shoulder and then his Achilles went. His calf went and then his Achilles went. Come on. But it was brave of him to do it. I mean, even though I suspect that part of his decision to play. Obviously, the guy loves to play basketball. That's all you ever hear about him. He wants to play the right way. That was part of his decision to go to Golden State in the first place. Not just, as I say, to reverse engineer his greatness. Look, I have championships, therefore I'm great. Yeah, but dude, you couldn't not win a championship on that squad. Just drop KD onto that squad. Lesser players than KD would have won championships with that squad. So what does that really prove? Oh, I got the finals MVP. When no one can, leave shooters, what does that prove? That part I thought was weak. But what was pure about it was, you look at Golden State, I want to play like that. I don't want to worry about who takes the last shot. The open man takes the last shot. I want to play like that because he loves basketball. So part of his decision to play in the finals, probably because he loves basketball and he's competitive, right? But part of it may be that there was an atmosphere of pressure for him to return, created, I believe, by the Warriors and then those in the media, that he should, Warriors front office, that he should come back and play. And if that's the reason he came back, I feel bad because I think he jeopardized the rest of his prime. It's really unlikely he'll ever be as good as he once was. But all that said, Ryan, so I disagree with you there. But here's where you and I may see eye to eye on this, which is funny. I usually have to be on a ladder to see eye to eye.
Is that possible?
Here's where we may see eye to eye. His best moments may be ahead of him. In certain ways, I don't think he'll ever be, if he's ever 75% of the player he once was, I consider that a victory. And then he has to stay there for a while, not just get injured again, right? But he could, if he leads the Nets, the Brooklyn franchise, to a championship as some version of himself, that will be the high point of his career. That will elevate him in the all-time rankings because he will prove what he really couldn't prove in Golden State when he was at his very best. It's almost like George Foreman when he was a boxer. He was this invincible monster, but Ali exposed him a little bit in terms of the stuff on the inside. And then when Foreman was no longer as good as he once was physically, he showed he had all the right stuff on the inside 20 years later when he came back and won the title. KD can do something like that, where when you put it all together, you can see at his best physically, he was as good or better than anyone who ever did it. And then once he was past his best, he showed he had the leadership ability and the stuff inside to win a championship anyway. He'll never be as good as he was, but he may have his best moments ahead.
So check this out, and we're going to be honest here, and that's what we do. Kevin Durant, if we say there's one flaw, maybe one weakness in his game or personality, whatever it may be, we would say mentally. We would say maybe the frustration of listening to the media, listening to those in social media, responding to people. I believe this year gives him an opportunity to grow and channel all that out, put it aside. Now let's take a look at the landscape of the NBA by the time he gets back. LeBron James is going to be a little older, maybe declining, obviously, not the shooter that he is. Giannis Antetokounmpo is going to go through another year of punishing people at the rim. We question if he can gain a jump shot. Kawhi Leonard he's already load managing. So there's an opportunity. Kevin Durant could come back brother. He can come back and be the best player on the planet. Do you understand that?
I don't think he ever has been the best, and I don't think he ever will be the best at this point. I think he could have proven that he was the best had a fully healthy Durant gone to Brooklyn, played the way he did at Golden State and won a championship on that squad, then I give it up. But I don't know if he'll have the chance to do that. What's that?
During that Clippers series, when they played the Clippers and he came out, hey, yo, I'm Kevin Durant. I thought he was.
48 win Clippers without a star on the team? That Clippers team?
That was probably the best matchup that they had. Well, check this out, Max. I'm gonna throw this to you. Played 10 years in the league. Last year, I had the opportunity to work in broadcasting. So not only did I compete against KD, but I broke him down analytically.
Wait, you competed against KD?
His version of it.
When we'd be in the locker room and we would go through scouting reports and film and watch stuff, and you always try to find a guy's weakness. What can you take away from him? Being in playoff matchups, regular season, saw what he's done. He doesn't have weaknesses. He can run a pick and roll.
He's a perfect player.
He shoots from half court.
He's a great. He turned himself into a great passer.
And the biggest thing that we even saw in that Clippers series that we talked about, he made adjustments. So the one thing KD may say, okay, Patrick Beverley, you can get under my dribble. You can distract me from getting to my pull-up jumper. Well, guess what? He just got more efficient. One dribble, pull-up, contested shot. He literally couldn't be stopped. So from an IQ standpoint and from the understanding mentally where Kevin Durant could be, this man could easily be the best player on the planet when he comes back.
When you say he's learned, I agree. One of the things that's unfortunate, it's interesting from the fans' point of view, from the media's point of view, from the storytelling of it, but unfortunate for the player, is they have to have their growth played out in front of the world. It's all in front of the cameras, especially nowadays. KD came into the league as a teenager, as a kid. He was not yet a man, and he's a man now, so we've seen the journey. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.